All right. Top of the day. We're having breakfast today. Or right now, we're gonna do breakfast. Um, Cooking up, air frying, cooking up some top round steak at the moment. I just finished the first package that I had of the top round steak. So it's seasoned, a little oil, used avocado oil. Actually, got it right here. I think I showed it to you guys. This guy, and I like this one just because it's huge, and I get it at Costco for like I think I got two or three of them. I think it's a 2 pack for like $10-ish. I forget. It's a good price though. So that's the avocado oil, and then this one, obviously, this one's pretty danky. This is delicious. I've tried most of their seasonings, and this one, by far my favorite. It's nice because it's, oh shit, the other way. It's this way. 0 cal. So that's nice. I try to keep everything 0 cal for the most part. I also had tried their cowboy butter and their super simple salt, pepper, and garlic. This one's okay. This one, didn't love it. Wish I could go swap it out. And then at the moment, I've got about 2 minutes left for that steak to finish. But for now, we're going to focus on this. You guys are going to hear that beep in about 2 minutes, a minute and a half. We've got 6 ounces of steak. We've got 55 grams of cheese. I'm going to do that in a second, but because I want to do the fruit first. This is the frozen berries that I eat. Just because I've tried the other ones, and like if there's strawberries in there or mango, and I think I've talked about it before, it's just chunks falling out of the bag, and it messes with like the weight, and it's harder to track at a slower pace. So this one I could just pour it in there, and it really just works out. So we're gonna do 200 grams of this triple berry mix. So this one is raspberries, blackberry. Oh, there it is. Told you were gonna hear it. So that's the steak, but this is just 3 types of berries, and it's nothing too crazy. It's just raspberries, blackberries, and I think raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries. Yeah. No cherries. I thought it was cherries. No cherries. That'd be nice, but no. Those would fall into the bigger than wanted category. Yeah, we're not going to do rice at the moment. We'll probably we'll do that later. But for now, we've got the 200 there. And then the steak, I'm using the steak that I had. I had about 3 grams of steak left over from yesterday. And then right now, I just cooked another 1.5 pounds. So this is about a pound, and then that's about a 1.5 pounds. And I grabbed a little bit from that to be able to get my 6 ounces for today. Let's see, and then so now we're just gonna do the 55 grams. Let's see if I got any better at doing this. Let's see, I think that'll be about 55 grams. What do you guys think? 55 grams of cheese? Let's find out. 35, holy sh! I'm off. 37. My God. I think you guys jinxed me. That was actually pretty terrible. Let's see. This is going to be too much now. 64. Son of a bitch. Let's see. 57. It's going to be this. Yep. It's this little piece. Cool. So, yeah, 54.9 grams of cheese. Fats, really. And 6 ounces of the top round steak. and we've got 200 grams of the triple berry, wild berry berries. Yeah, so that comes out to 470 calories. So this one, I decided not to copy and paste from the day before, just so I can see what the calories for each meal are, so I can show them to you a little bit easier. But if we look at, I don't know if you'll get a nice focus in there or not. But yeah, it's 470 calories, 45 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, and about 19 grams of fat. So that's gonna leave space for more rice later, and the fats and the proteins are about the same right now, but they should be. Oh, they should be pretty even throughout the meals. The berries is the only one that it's like, if I put 250 grams of berries on this is gonna like take over my entire plate. I don't know if you guys can see it, but look, like this is 200 grams of berries, and it's giving me 20 grams of carbs. And I know you're gonna say, oh, just do more rice. I kind of want to do the berries just because the rice is a dry carb, right? And I saw that dry carbs are not as great, so I'm trying to implement some berries into, or like some wet carbs into my diet. So I think it's fine. There's nothing better than like natural carbs as opposed to like, yeah, like those dry carbs. Even though they're not as filling, they're really good. I really like them, and I mean, that just gives me more for later to be able to. It gives me more room to be able to put more carbs in there later. So, because the calories, I think it's 80 calories per. I don't know what the hell it is. 80 calories per like 100 grams or something, or rather, because I'm having 200 grams and I've only got 114 calories, so that's not right. Point is, it's low calories. It's not more natural than like rice in a sense because, berries. So, yeah, I think that's it for now. We've got lunch around 4 or 5 p.m. I hope it'll be lunch around 4 or 5 p.m. and then dinner around 8 to 9 p.m. I'm hoping. I've got some work to do and I want to hit the gym still, so I'll probably, realistically, I probably won't have lunch until 6. Right? Lunch being my second meal, not really lunch, but it's since I only have 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So my breakfast is technically lunch, late lunch, because it's about to be 1. And then lunch is early dinner. And then my dinner is a midnight snack. Just based off of the times, not that it's actually a snack, because the dinner is also a pretty solid meal. But other than that, we'll wait to see what's in store for later. All right. I tried. I tried to get here on time. I tried to get my meal in at 5 or between 4 and 5. That obviously did not go according to plan. It is 7:42. This is my second meal of the day, lunchtime. I got sidetracked because as I was leaving the gym, I saw a Lego buy sell trade, and I had to stop by. Had to check it out. So that took a little while, but I also ended up having more work than I expected, so I ended up leaving at the time that I should have ate. So I ended up leaving like around 4, and if I would have ate at 4, that would have just pushed my gym schedule even later, because I don't want to go to the gym right after I eat. I want to be able to have maybe 30 minutes to digest. The gym is about 20 minutes, so I would have had to wait like another 30 minutes and then leave, so that way I could have like a solid hour-ish, 45 minutes before I start, working out. It was leg day, so I didn't want to overdo it in my stomach. So that's why I didn't eat before I left. But now I'm starting to think maybe for days like that, maybe I can eat earlier instead of eating at noon. Maybe I can eat around the time I wake up, which is 10. Well, today, I mean, maybe eating earlier, just around like maybe 10:30. That way I can eat again around 3, go to the gym, come back around 7, and then have my last meal and then get ready for bed. But we'll try that next time. So for now, we've got the 55 grams of rice cooked. Can you guys see that? Cooked rice. It's ready, locked and loaded. We've got 6 ounces of steak and 60 grams of cheese. So let's get these 6 ounces of steak going. Brand new steak from earlier that you guys heard beeping. So what did I say? 6 ounces? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah, and this should be the biggest meal. Oh, fuck. That threw me off. 69. I was like, there's no way these two little pieces are 69 ounces. It's at grams. Gotta change that. Yeah, this should be the biggest meal of the day. I try and have the lunch meal be the biggest meal just because, it's the middle of the day. I've already been processing food. I've 6.2, perfect. Just got done working out, so I want something that's gonna be able to, feed my muscles as much as possible, and also, keep me satiated for the rest of the day. Ideally, I would have ate earlier, like around 4. I guess next time I do this, it'll be sometime around 3. But ideally, I would have ate earlier, and it would have kept me satiated for longer. But it is what it is. Let's heat this up. Let's get the cheese. So I've been really surprised with how well my recovery has been lately, because I don't know, it's been a while, or I have never had this many green recoveries in a row. This thing tells me, right? So I've had a significant amount of good recovery in the green, right? So good recovery is, it measures your resting heart rate. It measures your heart rate variable, resting heart rate, breathing throughout the night. A couple other things I can't think of from the top right now, but it's been green more days this like last month more than it has been yellow. And before, it might be, I moved to a new place, it might be the different diet. I think it might come back to, the fats, having more fats in my diet. But I was averaging about 69, in the 60s, 65, maybe like a mid 70s recovery. And it's out of 100, right? So 69 is yellow, 65 is yellow, 72 starts to get into green. But that's what my recoveries were. And my body could feel it. I was taking a toll. And this last month, I've definitely been having more green on my app than yellow, which is pretty freaking cool, if you ask me. I forgot. 60, 58. Damn it, I'm off by 2. This is going to be too much, I already know. 63. Fuck it. I'll just mark that here. 63. That's fine. it's still within the macros, within the calories. I'm over 40. I'm over 44 calories right now, but I think I'm gonna burn more than 2,000 calories. And if I don't, by the time dinner's around, then I can just subtract that extra cheese that I'm putting here. I could just subtract that from the meal later, from my dinner meal. So it's not a huge problem. But yeah, I mean, this is it. I need to grab the this guy. Okay. Grab this, push this in. But yeah, I mean, I hope this the idea of these videos is to motivate people to that want to, you know, start to look a certain way or begin their journey, or in the middle of their fitness journey, is to really, you know, lock in and show you guys that, you know, the macros are important and eating is important, and you know, I try and be consistent with this and show you guys that even when I'm unable to eat my meal, like my meal preps, right? I can still try to make it work throughout the day. So, you know, hopefully with the consistency of posting these videos and, you know, showing you guys what, you know, every meal looks like, hopefully you guys get confident and comfortable enough to want to be able to do it yourselves, because, you know, whether you want the six pack or you want the, you know, the huge biceps, or, you know, sick Dorito shape torso, whatever it is that your goals are, your food is the number one key to being able to get that, you know, desired look for whatever it may be. But this is my dinner. I will, or no, this is my lunch. I'll see you guys for dinner. All right, last meal of the day. This is about 2 hours later. I am tired. I do want to go to sleep. Leg day hit harder, a little harder than usual today, so definitely need to get some sleep. I have work early in the morning. Yeah, so I think I ate at, what was it? What did I say? I think it was like 7. It's about 10 o'clock now. So let's do this. Yeah. Yeah, because I hate, I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't think it's super ideal to eat and then go to bed immediately. You know, I like to have a little bit of time to let it digest. That way my sleep can be maximized in a sense. Because I feel like if you're digesting while you are asleep, then you're not maximizing your recovery, right? Like your sleep. You're not maximizing your sleep, and if you're not maximizing your sleep, then your recovery is not being maximized. Therefore, your muscles are not recovering the same way that they would be if you had better sleep, right? So that's the way I'm looking at it. I spent like, I don't know, 15 minutes in the kitchen earlier trying to figure out if I wanted to change my macros again, just because I feel like my protein is really low, or not really low, but lower than I would want it to be. I have it programmed for 131 grams. If I if I mean, once I finish my dinner, I'll be at 138 grams. And even 138 is still kind of low for, you know, my weight. I'm weighing last time I weighed, I was I think it was like 2 days ago, I was 148. 148.8, I think, something or other. So I know it's supposed to be like one gram of protein per pound, like per body weight pound. So I just feel like 130, 140 is kind of low, especially because I'm already a low weight. Um, so I just kind of wish. Let's see, what is this gonna put me at? 5'8". Let's get one like that. 5'7" and then maybe I can get one 4'7", and then maybe give me something like this guy here. 5.6. Yeah, whatever. What was I saying? I just don't want to lose muscle at the end of the day, right? I don't want to lose muscle. I want to keep as much muscle on as possible. I want to be able to lose as much fat as possible. Like I've said before, my goal is 10%. I'm currently at 12%. I'm almost there, but I do not want to lose muscle. The little bit of muscle that I do have, I don't want to lose it. I mean, little, but the app says I'm about, I don't know, I forget. But point is, I don't want to lose the muscle I've worked so hard to get these last couple years. But to be fair, also, this is the first proper cut that I've done, like ever. I've never done a proper cut, and this cut is going on about, I think, 9 months, 10 months. It's been a 10-month cut. I was 180. I was 180 about, you saw that? Look at that. 1 second left. I was 180 a little bit over a year ago, more or less. I was 180 with, I don't know, I think like 20, mid 20s body fat percentage. Now I'm 148 and I'm at the 12% mark, 12.8. Still in the high 12s, but you know, it makes me feel good to say I'm in the 12% range now. So we're just slowly trucking along, but I think I've noticed that my weight has been starting to be a little stagnant. So that's why I'm constantly fussing with these damn macros, because I want to continue to lose weight without losing muscle, right? And I'm not really seeing any more progress in losing weight. So I just don't want to waste time thinking that, you know, I'm losing weight, I'm losing body fat, but in reality I'm actually losing a lot of muscle, and I don't want to waste time in doing that, because then it's going to take time to gain that muscle back, right? And I could have avoided that if I would have just maybe stopped cutting, or changed my macros, or maybe just increased a little bit more of my caloric intake. But let's see. Son of a... See, and it just gets like super freaking tedious. Like, whatever. 57.7. That's as close as we're getting. Like, I literally, what am I supposed to do? Like, cut that little piece? Like, come on. Let's be fucking for real. Ain't nobody doing that shit. Like, I get it, but it's not that deep. In the grand scheme of things, it's not that deep. Because 0.6 grams of cheese, in the grand scheme of today, let's see. In the grand scheme of today, I am at 1,940 calories or so, approximately, according to my Whoop app, right? Because apparently these things are not as accurate as we would like them to be. So approximately I'm at 1940. I'll probably stay up for another hour or so. It'll put me at over 2,000 calories. I'll be a little under on fats. I'm sure I went over 2 days ago. right? So in the grand scheme of things, I think everything balances out. So you're welcome, because I let this rice cook before I started, talking to you guys. So here is crap, I already closed it. But this is about 60, no, this is 55 grams of rice cooked. 55 uncooked, and now 55 grams of rice after I cooked it. So yeah. All right. I mean, I was just looking at to see, like, maybe if I'm, like, really the only thing that I'm worried about is if I'm leaving gains on the table, right? Is if I'm having too many carbs and not enough protein, because my protein, like I said, after this meal it'll be at 138, so that's 10 grams lower than my actual body weight, which is lower than what people recommend, like online and all these websites and all the TikToks and whatnot. So it's lower. So I was hoping I could probably lower my carb intake and up my protein intake, but I mean, I feel like I should probably do this program a little longer. That way I can see if it works or it doesn't work and just take it from there. But here we go. 55 grams of rice, 55 grams of cheese, queso fresco, and about 5 grams of steak. So that's it. And I mean, you've got some vitamins. I don't think you can see. Really, I don't want to drop it, but you got some vitamins. So that's it. Let me know what you guys think, if maybe I should readjust my macros, if you guys have any tips.